Hi third grade, welcome back to recorder lessons in my living room. You might notice that this recorder is different than the recorder that I've had before. This is actually a recorder that I recently found, and it was my recorder when I was in third grade. So very old recorder that I'm going to be using now. So today we're going to be learning some new concepts, some new notes, and some new things that we're going to see in our new song, which is When the Saints Go Marching In. So first of all, there's two new notes in this song, and they're high notes. So we're going to learn how to play high C and high D. So we learned low D before, but now we're learning high D. So high C first, we're gonna learn that. So just the way we always do with our thumb on the back hole, but instead of the top finger being used, we're only going to place our middle finger on the second hole. So we're gonna leave the top hole empty. And that is going to make a C. So if we play do, do, do quietly in our recorder, that will be C. And there's our high C. So let's practice just playing high C back and forth a little bit. So I'll play and you play after me. All right, I bet you guys have C down pretty good. Now D, this is gonna be a little bit interesting because we're going to take our thumb off the back hole. So this will be the first time we're not playing with the back covered. So we're playing without our thumb on the back. So just covering that hole. So we'll have to steady the rest of our instrument with maybe putting our thumb somewhere else or just holding it really steadily with our other hand. Now you go ahead and try playing high D. Now let's practice playing back and forth from high D and to high C. So I'll start with D and then go to C. Starting with C, so starting with the back covered, and then we'll lift our thumb to go to D. So this is C with the back covered, D uncovered. All right, so now that we have learned how to play C and D, one other thing in the song that we need to talk about is how it has some very long notes. And if we look at When the Saints Go Marching In, we'll see that one of the things we learn is about the whole notes, and that's 4 beats long, but also about ties, which are these little curved lines over the notes that connect the notes, and that's exactly what they do. They actually connect the notes and make them one big long note. So it's like tying a ribbon between notes. So if we see this whole note, which is 4 beats, it's gonna be tied to a quarter note. So that makes it 4 plus 1, which is 5 beats. So we'll see that a couple times. And then the very last, oh yeah, the very last one is the same as that. But there's one more that's a little different down here. This is actually also 5 beats because this dotted half note is 3 beats, and then it's tied over to a regular half note. So 3 plus 2 is 5 beats. All right, so here's our When the Saints Go Marching In paper. This is going to be on the website, on my class page. So you can ask your mom or dad to print it out for you if you guys have a printer. But otherwise, you can just try and play along and sing along with the video until you can get your own paper. So here is When the Saints Go Marching In, and as you can see, it'll show you like a reminder of how to play C and D and which line or space the notes are on. So high C is the 3rd space up, and then high D is the 4th line. So this hole represents the thumb hole on the back, and because it's black, that means it's covered. And then over here at D, it's white and it's empty, so that means it's not covered. We're only covering that one note, or that one hole. And then here, it'll give us a reminder of what a tie is. It explains a tie is a curved line which connects notes of the same pitch. Only the first note is played and then held for the total value of the connected notes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that means this is 4-beat song and that's 1 beat. So altogether it's 5 beats. And then here, this is 1, 2, 3, because this note's 3 beats. 1, 2, because this note is 2 beats. So altogether, 3 beats plus 2 beats is 5 beats. All right, so now looking at what our letter names are here, we know that this is G, B, C, that's our new note, remembering that's on the 3rd space. And then D, another new note, remembering that's on the 4th line. So D gets held over, is very long note because it has this tie, it's connected. And then, do you remember what that is? If you said that's a breath mark, you remembered right. And we definitely need the breath marks in the song because we have so many of these long notes that are tied to another note, making them super long. So a very long note, and then we get to take a breath after that. So here we have another G, B, C, D, very long. Then we take a breath. G, B, C, D, and then this is a B, this is G, and this is B, and this is A. First time we saw an A. Oh, and this is long. We take a breath here. This is B, this is A, and this is G, G again, B, D, D. And then down here, we have another D and a C. Oh, this one's very long too. I'll hold that over. Take a breath after that long note. And we play B, C, D, B, G, A, and G. Nice long note at the end. All right, and as usual, we don't go ahead and play right away. We're gonna practice by singing on the words and then singing on the note letter names. So now we're going to practice singing on the words on the count of 4, but first I'm going to play the note for you so we know which note we sing on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Did you remember to take a big breath? I definitely did because I needed those breaths because I was going to run out of breath otherwise. Let's try singing on the letter names this time. And when we sing on the letter names, remember to take these nice big breaths here. So maybe we'll take this a little tiny bit slower just so we can read, have time to read the notes and read the breath marks and how long each of these notes is. So that's our first note, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, B, C, D. G, B, C, D. G, B, C, D, B, G, B, A, B, A, G, G, B, D, 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 C, B, C, D, B, G, A, G. Did you remember to count in your head these long notes? Let's try, when we get to any note that is tied, let's count the notes. So let's sing on Lou this time, and then anything that has a tie, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lou, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Lou, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Lou, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Lou, 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 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Lou, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so that is very much a challenging thing to do. So before you move on to practicing on the recorder, definitely practice singing that and counting these long notes. So, 3rd grade, this is going to take quite some time to get this song down. I know that was a lot for us to learn in one lesson. So for next week, I just want you to keep on practicing any song that you're on. So if you're not quite ready to move on to this song yet, that is completely okay. You can continue working on Old MacDonald, and I'm going to just go ahead and for next week assign this same video because this is going to take some time for us to be able to get this all down correctly, because we have to remember all these little different things. So not only did we learn these two new notes, C and D, we also learned about ties and having to play those long notes and remembering to take a breath after. So this one is going to take some time, and if you're still on Old MacDonald, that's completely okay. Please take your time and still work on Old MacDonald if you need to. If you are ready to move on to When the Saints Go Marching In, let's just go ahead and get our recorders out and take this very slowly. So recorders out, and we start on G here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was challenging for me to remember how to take, or when to take breaths, and also to count in my head. That's probably the hardest part, is counting in your head these long notes to make sure that we hold out those long notes long enough. So third grade, I hope that you are having fun at home learning your recorder and practicing. Please continue practicing Old MacDonald, and then go ahead and move on to this song, When the Saints Go Marching In, whenever you're ready. And you are free to move at your own pace and go back to older videos that I posted before. Even if you are still working on It's Raining, that's fine too. So thank you for joining me for this lesson in our living room today. So I hope that you're having a great day and staying happy and healthy. Bye, third grade.